What up, what up, what up? It's Ray V. Let's get it.
Sad boy.
Sad boy,
Sad boy quote of the day.
F ain't for fields, it's for fantasies. So let's get into our deepest fantasies, baby.
I'll give you a third for him, though.
We are going to do on Tuesdays, we do trades video today. You know, on Wednesdays, we wear pink, maybe. I hope y'all got them. I'm working with the titles, alright? We'll see what's up. But we are going to take a look at KeepTradeCut, you know, and check out the most traded players and the most traded players in the last 30 days and see what we should do with them and analyze these real life trades. So let's get into it, y'all. Here are our most traded in the last 30 days. We'll start off with Allgeier and Love Bond. Poor Allgeier. I just saw on a report that he was going to be the presumed starter, or he signed thinking that he was going to be the presumed starter, or you know, he signed and he asked them and they said that he was going to be the presumed starter. You know, like they either that or they said this is our running back room, something like that. I don't know if they actually, the Cardinals actually said that to him, or you know, that's just what he thought with that running back room. Jeremiah Love Bomb, poor Allgeier. Well, let's try to look at it. This one's a little complicated. Let's try to work it out. 2 first. And Troy Franklin, and Tyler Allgeier. 12 team, start 9, Superflex League, 2-3, 204, 212. I think I'm taking this. I would just take the first round side, 2 first, and Allgeier, I guess. 204, 212. These are ugly picks anyway. You know, we've seen in our little mocks, my rankings, you know, other people mocks. This is all disgusting anyway. So I'd rather have these picks. Even the 110, you know, you can take a shot at. There's 12 teams too, so there's 2 picks after that. It's like 6 picks back right here from 110 to 204. I'd rather just take, I'd rather have this side. Don't really have to explain it. Allgeier and a 3 for a 306 and a third. I don't know. I think I'd rather have the handcuff to Jeremiah Love. You know, accidents do happen. Freak accidents, and Tyler Allgeier is clearly the backup right there, the straight up handcuff. Don't think James Conner, don't think Trey Benson is taking that from them. I actually think one of them leaves now. Probably Trey Benson. They're probably going to try to send him out for a 7th or something. I can't see them releasing Conner after restructuring. You know, he's kind of the heart and soul of their team as of late. You know, he's just, you know, pushed back through cancer, pushed back through, you know, all his injuries. And when he was, you know, ever since he's been in the Cardinals, he's been like a leader in that team. So I don't say heart and soul lightly. I feel like he is the heart and soul of that team, especially right now during this little rebuild moment they're going through. Definitely think I'd rather just keep Allgeier. Allgeier, the 209. I think 209, I guess. I mean, Allgeier is the best handcuff, like I'm saying. 2-9, 2-11, 2-9. You know, if obviously, like if you're on the clock, you know, somehow Nick Singleton falls there, maybe your league doesn't value quarterback or running backs that highly. Singleton, Jonah Coleman probably should not be there at 209. What else am I thinking of? Maybe Claiborne right there would be a nice pick. Probably. You know, I'm not the biggest handcuff fan, but obviously if handcuffing works that season, you know, I'll look like a genius, you know, but typically I'm not the biggest handcuff fan. You know, I've had Bijan ever since his rookie year in numerous leagues. I've never held Allgeier, never once thought about trading for Allgeier to have the handcuff. If Bijan goes down, my season's looking ugly anyway, you know what I mean? Or I just have competent like backups, you know, obviously not a Bijan level backup, but Tyler Allgeier stepping in Bijan's role type of backup, I guess. Maybe Allgeier would have been better, but I think depending on your board here, I feel like I'm pretty good at dart throws. I'd probably be confident in 209, 211, something like that for Allgeier. Kenneth Gainwell, Sean Tucker. I don't think I would take that. I think I'd keep Kenneth Gainwell. I think he's gonna put up points weekly, no matter what. Handcuff. These are all today. I'll try to just look at today's. Oh shoot! Oh yeah, I plugged it. I did test it earlier. It was fine. So we'll see. If I have to restart this, it's not that serious. I barely won anything. I'm not doing that one. That's way too crazy. 2027 2. McMillan, Allgeier, Chuba, Tracy 301. That's interesting because Chuba, the Panthers did not take anything. They might just 1-2 punch with Chuba and Jonathan Brooks, or one of them takes over, but probably 1-2. Tyrone Tracy, like I was saying for Scatabo, they didn't take anybody, so that could be a decent handcuff 1-2 punch, whatever they're gonna do. Don't know really what they're gonna do. But I do like McMillan more, and that 2027 second is calling my name. So this is definitely the better running backs, but I'd rather take McMillan, even in a super flex 12 team. Call it what it is. Allgeier on a fourth, Chig and a third. That is the trenches, but taking Chig here, especially tight end, is tight end plus premium. So team 1 QB. Chig will give me points this season, and I get an upgrade to a third, or a fourth to a third. Give me that side. Allgeier for a third and a fourth. Don't love that. I'd probably be trading this side away. This is a 2027 fourth, but it's a fourth. Come on. Can't push the 2027 class up that hard in the fourth round. Come on, man. I'd probably rather have the Allgeier side, even though I do like my dart throws. DK 209, Jaron Tunga by Loa. I'd probably take this side. Hope Tua starts. If Tua gets an inkling of starting, bam, 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 trading him. You know me. And, if he starts, he could be a decent superflex asset as well. DK only good in is a 0.5 PPR. Only good in return yard leagues, all-purpose yard leagues. I believe he was number one. He was destroying it, number one last season. 212. I'd probably trade the 212. No, what was I saying earlier? I think I could pick something good at the 212. Hopefully. I like to pretend. This is a weird one. 5'11". How many rounds you got, bro? 5'6". Allgeier. 210. I'd probably just keep out. No, I'd probably do 210. 5'11", whatever. Keaton Mitchell. I think I might take Keaton Mitchell here because he might just have a role in general with the Chargers. So I might keep Keaton Mitchell here. Let me see. I'll try to do like 8-ish minutes. If I do, I tell it today. For Shakir, definitely Allgeier. I don't care about Shakir. 309, it's Allgeier. Third, Allgeier. 205, 205. For Allgeier, 2027 second, give me that. 209, give me that. 206, give me that. And Torrey Horton for 2027 second. Probably give me that, yeah. Even though I love Torrey Horton. No, 2027 second, taking it. 302, that's probably where I'd give up. I'd take Allgeier. Probably the 2-3 turn is my edge right there. Those extra 3 picks, just give me the safe handcuff asset. That's fine with me. 401, I'd rather have Allgeier. Kenneth Gainwell, right there. Kenneth Gainwell. 2 firsts. What the hell is this, dude? 105, 205, 2 and a 3 and Allgeier for a first and a first. Give me that, I guess. This is a 2027 first, so that's more valuable than this 105. Even though if this 105 ends up with Mendoza, Tyson, Makai Lemon, this 2027 first should be more valuable. You do seem to be giving up like two seconds, 2 seconds, a third, and Allgeier. So what is that, like a 3 seconds? If you want to put it into all seconds, 3 seconds and a third for 2028 first, I'd probably just take this side and walk away. You're probably in a rebuild if this is what you're wanting. 105 and a 1 QB. That's crazy because but it definitely makes sense in a 1 QB to get there, because that's going to be, where's my bad, Jeremiah Love, Tyson, Tyson Tate, whatever order, and then the 4th receiver, Makai Lemon. So that's 104 right there. So 105 is going to be Sadiq, Cooper, whoever you want to freaking throw up there. So that is actually absurd that the 104 to 105 drop off is that crazy. So I would do 104. Might laugh at it in the beginning, but it makes sense in the end. 2/3 for these two. Give me this too, I guess. All right, next person, AJ Brown. Put Brown. Period. They're all weird. All right. AJ Brown, Manungai for Addison, 333-207. Off the top of my head, I want this side. What the hell? 333-207, Jordan Addison. I know Jordan Addison's younger. He just signed his rookie option, I believe, today. Nah, I want AJ Brown. Even in a rebuild, I feel like you can get more out of that. I feel like you can get, I was going to say Jordan Addison at 2 at least, but shoot, you do get the 2. Manungai. I mean, this isn't horrible if you're going in a rebuild. I really would want a first, maybe a better asset than Jordan Addison and a 2. Don't love the 207 with Addison to make AJ Brown, and then 3 threes probably to make Manungai. Or you want to do 2 threes from Manungai, Jordan Addison, 207 and 3, whatever. Definitely kind of like this side more. Feel like you can get more value. You're trying to reset, rebuild, retool for the year. Not horrible. And then obviously you would sell high. Jordan Addison, next season, before the offseason, probably just hype up your 2027 picks and be like, come on, y'all, I got to trade for these. Come on. AJ Brown. I should have done what I think. Allgeier, sorry, let's run it back a little bit. Allgeier, definitely would sell him. Unless he's going for the low, 3rd, 4th round. Even that, I would probably just take Allgeier for that. If you could sell Allgeier for a 2, probably would take a 2. Any 2. I'd rather take that dart throw than a 2. Don't love my handcuffs that hard. Especially if you're already been in this league, for a while, and you don't, how handcuffs go when handcuffs get traded. If they do get traded around, if they just sit on your roster or whoever's roster that has them and they just rot, nobody wants them, blah blah blah, like that. Sucks. Trade that handcuff away. AJ Brown, off the top of my, I'll do for each when it's their section. So AJ Brown, I would probably trade him away right now. Right, I would trade him away for the right price, obviously, but I would trade him away. He's probably going to the Patriots. I don't think Drake May is going to throw it like that. We already saw last season with Stephon Diggs. AJ Brown definitely better than Stephon Diggs, but I just don't know if they're going to throw it like that, honestly. Last time Vrabel had AJ Brown, they were throwing it like that, but they had Derrick Henry. Tannehill, fake it to Derrick Henry, throw a bomb, throw a slant over the middle to AJ Brown, throw a quick little screen and he'll run. That could happen, but they have Ramondre Stevenson and they have can't remember his name right now. Travion Henderson. So don't love that. There's probably a year there where Derrick Henry was gone already. Blah blah blah. Not off the top of my head, but that's when AJ Brown was the league. Maybe AJ Brown left before Derrick Henry left. I don't know off the top of my head. Anyway, AJ Brown. That's why I do it. AJ Brown. AJ Brown, Ricky P, Colston Loveland, tight end premium. I guess. Give me Colston Loveland. Ricky P takes a hit, just like I was talking about in yesterday's video. He could still be good, but he hasn't produced anything yet. He's all value. He's all not value. He's all his value is all in hopium. Oh, maybe this next year, he's not going to be hurt, even though the last 2 seasons be hurt. It's freak accident. First time he got shot. Freak accident. This next time he got hurt, like he landed on his knee or something, if I don't remember correctly. And then he played too quickly. He didn't let it fully recover. Hurt it again. Blah blah blah. PCL, I want to say. You can't always just give them the value for something they haven't produced yet. This is his 3rd year in the league. Obviously, he can have a jump. Nico Collins, famous 30-year jump, wide receiver. Could happen, but or he could do the complete opposite and just trend the same way he's trending, trend downward. Actually, even is another option. AJ Brown already getting old. Colston Loveland, I think he's like 10 and 2 or 3. Probably no 3. He's behind Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, and probably Loveland is probably the next guy. And as a tight end premium, extra point or extra half a point, whatever it is, probably Colston Loveland here. This guy probably has an extra tight end or something. That's probably why he would be okay with getting rid of him. Dang, I'm already like 4:30 in. My bad. Let me try to speed this up. AJ Brown, Evan Sutton. I'd rather just have AJ Brown. Evan's way too old for me. For if you're getting rid of AJ Brown, you should be getting younger assets. Even if you are going to contend, Cortland Sutton's not pushing the needle for me. Mike Evans might just have a year left, even though he signed a fake 3-year deal. It's very front loaded, so they can get out. 90s can get out of them after this season, I believe. This one's an ugly one. Warren Brown 206, 203, 303, 403. Amon-Ra St. Brown 108. That's a super flex. And Tyler Warren and a tight end premium. I think I would just keep this side. Tyler Warren's probably gonna have a bad year if we're being honest. If you want to take Amon-Ra St. Brown and take 108, take Kenyon Sadiq, Eli Stowers, you believe more in them than Tyler Warren, hey, go for it. Not a horrible deal. I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown is the better Brown here. 2 2s, 3 and a 4. I don't hate it. It depends on how much you like Tyler Warren. I definitely have Colson Loveland above Tyler Warren right now in tight end rankings, but he'd probably be like 4. But he's probably gonna have a bad year. I don't even know who the quarterback's gonna be. Freaking Riley Leonard. While Daniel Jones recovers, how many down years are we going to give this guy who's supposed to be a superstar? That just sounds like Kyle Pitts all over again. Even though he did kind of show, he did flash in the beginning, but yeah, and tight ends are supposed to be 2-3 year jump, but this guy's supposed to be a superstar already. How many times are we going to keep saying that? Same with Kyle Pitts. I guess the side if I were to choose. AJ Brown, Mike Evans, Wandale 108, 308, 408, 708. Superflex League. I'd probably just keep this side. That's not enough for me, even though Wandale's younger. If you're even trying to get younger and stuff, 108, AJ Brown, disgusting. I honestly, AJ Brown pre NFL draft was probably going like 106, and that's ugly. And now you definitely probably can't send the 106 straight up for AJ Brown. So AJ Brown himself should go for like 105. Get one of those younger receivers, something like that. If you can, obviously, I don't know if you can anymore, but that's how it was looking like before. AJ Brown 2028 round 1. Jordan Addison round 3. Javonte Ramondre Stevenson. But I'm taking this side. What the heck is? I don't care about running backs that much. Come on. Give me some bums to be my running back. What the heck? Air Wilson, Travion Henderson, Rashee Rice, AJ Brown, Ramondre Stevenson for Bijan. Superflex, tight end premium, 12 team. I think I'm just taking this entire package, dog. 12 teams. That's kind of absurd. That's an absurd package. This is a buy low for everybody right here. For Bijan, I mean, this is like a whole lineup right here, man. I don't know about that. It's probably a buy low. What is this? Garrett Wilson's probably like 1.5 for like a first and a second, maybe 2 first. Is that first and a second? And love Bijan, but I don't know if I have that many assets to put in my lineup after, to plug into my lineup after. There's a lot of points you're giving up right here. I don't see. I mean, maybe you just really love Bijan. You love your Bijan jersey. Go for it. But I think I'd rather just keep this side. If you're trying to sell and piece everything off, trying to rebuild, I would probably do that all separately. Garrett Wilson, first, second, maybe 2 first if you can sucker a 2 first out of somebody. AJ Brown, 105. Like we're saying. 2027 first. Rashee Rice still has value to him. He's a winner in my NFL draft, or after the NFL draft. Don't love it. Do not love it. If you love Bijan, I guess, but don't love it. AJ Brown, Malik Willis, 108 was a 1 QB. HN, 220-28 first. Do not love that either. I guess this side actually. I mean, they're 2028. You're gonna have to wait 3 drafting. You probably didn't have your rookie draft yet. That's 3 drafts. You didn't have your draft yet because it didn't happen. 2026, 2027, 2028. You gotta wait 3 years essentially for that pick to take these picks. It sucks, but they are first. And you do get younger here essentially. I guess so. Yeah, I guess this side. That 108 is gonna be disgusting. Justin Jefferson 103. 1, 2, 3, 3 first, second, 3, 5. RJ Harvey, AJ Brown. 1, 2, 3. I think this just aside, like not thinking too hard. I mean, that's a 2027 first. You get Justin Jefferson, you get 103, you get Jordan Tyson, Carnell Tate, Mekhi Lemon, whichever one you want. And Justin Jefferson, you give up 3 firsts. This is the first right here. Cancel out essentially. Get rid of AJ Brown. It's 2 firsts. And Harvey, I don't think that's 2 firsts and AJ Brown for Justin Jefferson. That's probably what he goes for, honestly, on a down year. I think I'd take this side, even though I love RJ Harvey, love these Spurs. That's the 2027 first. AJ Brown. Probably just reduce that asset all the way down to this. It's all good. Do a few more. Maybe do like one or two more. 106. What the hell is it? 106. Superflex tight end premium. I would not do this. We were just talking about it. I think 105 is the cutoff. Once it gets to 106, was that Omar Cooper Jr., Kenyon Sadiq. You want Stowers over to Sadiq, whatever you want. Ty Simpson. Shoot, I don't know. That's gross. If you can get into the 105, would love it. McLaurin in second. Too old. No point in that. Just keep him. 105. Super flex. I'd do this. 105 for AJ Brown. Like I'm saying, Makai Lemon probably is there. Whatever 3 receivers is left. Alec Pierce for a 108. That's fine with me. We'll do one more. One more cool one. A 105. Yep. Just like that. Joe Burrow, AJ Brown, Puka Nacua, Josh Jacobs. Tight end premium. There's no tight ends here. Don't know why I said that. Super flex 12 teams. 6-point passing touchdowns. Give me Puka. Give me Puka and Josh Jacobs. Give me another freaking quarterback. Don't really care about Joe Burrow that much to where, this is 2 positional assets. And then versus QB, you can fill in Joe Burrow for most weeks. Obviously, his spike weeks, his ceiling weeks are going to be good. But for the most part, if he's not hurt, all right, and we're going to do Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't remember if he's on my last one. I feel like I talked a little long on that last one, so try to yap it a little faster. Marvin Harrison Jr. right now, they didn't add any receivers, but they did add Jeremiah Love, so that is a target. It's going to mess with the offense a lot. I feel like Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be going. Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be going for the low, and I probably would buy him. I feel like everyone is all over Michael Wilson. I feel like you can get him for the low. Jeremiah Love there, and you can just work that into your deals. Marvin Harrison is definitely going to get less targets because Jeremiah Love's there. Now they're going to run the ball. They actually can run the ball. Not just going to pass it 50 times with Jacoby Brissett, blah, blah, blah. Offense is going to be a little better. Too many mouths to feed. Say all the shebangs, all the tropes, and all the, I forget what word I'm trying to say, but you probably trade him, or trade for him. Marvin Harrison Jr., T. Higgins, 306. Devon Achane. Oh, wait, no, that's just Achane, sorry. Travis Kelce, 310. Superflex, 10 teams, 4-point passing touchdown. I mean, if you need a running back, I guess that's your running back right there. I'd take this side. I love T. Higgins, but Achane's probably doing the numbers way better, honestly. Kelce has a 3-year, signed a 3-year, not just a 1 year. So I don't know if that was a fake 3 years, just a 1 year front loaded. Don't really know. I didn't see that contract. Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Sam Darnold, Sam Laporta, Tyler Warren, 2027 first, Kirk Cousins, 103, Superflex tight end premium. Off the top of my head, I just want to say right here, shoot. You do get Kirk Cousins for the year. I think I'm taking this side. There's a lot on this side. It's a good rebuilding. You get Tyler Warren, you get a 2027 first, Kirk Cousins. You're definitely just going to sell off, especially if you're rebuilding. 103. Hopefully that's Mendoza for you. You don't even need Kirk Cousins like that. Or you can just take whatever receiver if Mendoza goes. I feel like that's enough. 2027 first for Garrett Wilson, straight up. Don't hate it. His target share is definitely going down too. With all the weapons they added, unfortunately. Marvin Harrison, do like him, but Tyler Warren's right here. And then you get a 103 right here as well. I think I take this. This is probably someone who loves Garrett Wilson, but you can't deny that they just added 2 great offensive weapons over there. Can't deny it. Sam Darnold should be decent. Game manager with spike weeks on touchdowns. Sam Laporta, you love Sam Laporta, but he just was injured. Coming off a season-ending injury. Tyler Warren should be better in theory. I would love to say. Chase Brown definitely was a winner as well. I should have said that one yesterday in yesterday's video. They didn't. Yet another year they don't add another competent running back. So I guess they really do love him, even though I hate on him all the time. Just shouldn't be good. I don't get it, but he is. So fair game. 2027 first, Marvin Harrison Jr., 105, 401, Justin Jefferson, Chase Brown. Give me the side. What the hell? What is this, dude? This is just 2 firsts for Chase Brown, or Justin Jefferson. Marvin Harrison, 401, and you get Chase Brown is ridiculous. Who did this trade? It's a veto. Just kidding. It shouldn't be a veto. But that's horrible. Marvin Harrison Jr., Jerry Jeudy, 109, 309. Would I give up the 109 for Marvin Harrison Jr.? Like Amari Cooper Jr., Antonio Williams. If you really want like Nick Singleton or John Coleman that high, Ty Simpson. Would I do that for Marvin Harrison Jr.? I think I would. Even though I like Marvin Harrison Jr., I think the 109 definitely has more value in and of itself than Marvin Harrison Jr. does. Honestly, sadly enough, first round pick was probably like a 102, 103 pick in Superflex leagues, if I remember correctly. I don't think it was the 101. I think the quarterback is. I don't remember. I don't remember the years right now. But I think I'd just keep this side 109. Hampton, Marvin Harrison Jr., 101, Jahmyr Gibbs, 2027 first, and the 105. That's a tough one. Gibbs is love. Gibbs, I definitely have Gibbs higher. 27 first, super flex, so you're going to get Mendoza, you're going to get one of the receivers. I think I'm taking this side. Hampton, in theory, good. Kind of sucked last year. His line did go down, but he also lost his running mate in. Who was his running mate? Who was his running mate? I forget. Was it Najee? I think it was Najee. Yeah, Najee was taking hella, or whoever it was. I don't know if it was Najee. But whoever was with him was taking hella of his snaps, and then even when he was by himself, he took kind of shook. I know his line sucked. Lost his two great tackles. Should be better this year. But just give me the side. Give me your Gibbs. Give me a receiver. You get 2 running backs here, but no, give me Gibbs. Give me the side. This is a pretty decent trade. Good 101 trade. Marvin Harrison, Blake Corum, 110, 310, 109. Give me this side. That's way too much for Marvin Harrison. 2027 first. Kenneth Walker, give me the side. What the hell? I'm not even reading all this. Marvin Harrison Jr., 111 for the 2027 first. Kenneth Walker and Josh Downs, who also survived the NFL draft. Give me that side. Marvin Harrison Jr., 102. Jonathan Taylor, Tuten. What? Give me the side. I don't even care. Jonathan Taylor, Tuten. Why are you giving up 2 running backs for? Tuten also survived the draft. Didn't get a competent running back over there. Not sure if they got some undrafted free agents. Running backs. Give me the side. I don't really care. And you get Jonathan Taylor. I guess this is like a Jonathan Taylor for the 102, Bhayshul Tuten for Marvin Harrison Jr. I guess, which I could see. But you're just kind of flipping your running backs for wide receivers because this is definitely going to be a wide receiver here. It's going to be Fernando Mendoza. You know what? I'll take this back. That was not as laughable as I thought. I guess you could do this. Marvin Harrison, 102. That does make sense. Sorry, I laughed it off, everybody. Sorry, I laughed it off. Jonathan Taylor for the 102 is pretty legit. It's a fair, straight-up trade. Jonathan Taylor's kind of old now. He should not be going for more than a first like that. In home leagues, people value him more. It is what it is. 102, that's Fernando Mendoza. Whatever receiver you want, probably want Mendoza though. I'm assuming. And then you get Marvin Harrison Jr. You get the younger side rebuild. But Bhayshul Tuten's still pretty good, but he's not a first worthy. Shouldn't be a first worthy. First, Marvin Harrison, Fannin, 173, 206, Puka Nacua, and Tucker Kraft. This will be my last one. 107. I would take 107. Even in this crappy class, even this disgusting thing, I'd probably just take a re-roll. Honestly, probably would. The value of whoever this is probably going to be better than Marvin Harrison Jr. Honestly, 2027 first. I would do this too. What the hell? Marvin Harrison Jr. 1 and 2 for. Sorry, I got hella distracted. For Jeremiah Love would do that. Anyway, let's try to do this one. Last one for Puka and Tucker Kraft, Superflex League. Obviously downgrading Fannin here, but Tucker Craft was pretty good. He's coming off ACL, I want to say, off of something. And a first for Puka. That's cheap for Puka. I would take this side. Puka, Tucker Craft. Alright, my recording crashed for this one, but I'll try to speed it up because I already got a sense of what I'm saying. So Bhayshul Tuten, would sell him if you can get anything more than if you can get a first out of him somehow, some way. He survived the NFL draft. He didn't get any competition, but I am worried about Chris Rodriguez. Still worried about LaQuint Allen. Do you think he's going to be a legitimate threat? If it's not a two-person backfield, it's definitely going to be a three. I can see all three of them getting something in there. Could see it, could definitely see it. I would buy him here if you could buy him for a two, and you need to use him this year. Definitely would buy him for a two, not a high two. I think I'd rather have Jonah Coleman over him, even to use this season for the most part. But maybe Jonah Coleman, maybe Singleton, gets a role and eventually is better than Tuten, but he still has an uphill battle. He still definitely has Tajay Spears, definitely has Tony Pollard in front of him. Even though both of them have expiring contracts this year, he's still on his way, to be fair. So sell him or a first easily. Two twos probably. You could buy him less than a two, less than a high two. Two that you can get one of these running backs with. But besides that, probably would buy him, especially if you need him for this season. All right, let's get into it. Bhayshul Tuten, 104, 203, Travion, and the 2027 first. I would take, I don't remember what I did earlier. I think I would just take this side. Bhayshul Tuten, 104, 203. This is one QB, 10 teams, so this is going to be Mekhi Lemon, Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson. It's a wide receiver with Tuten. Travion, he's supposed to be good. Had a whole year. Ramondre Stevenson fumbles every freaking down. Every other game. Still has has it over him. So maybe he doesn't become something, or maybe he's always just gonna be the two guy in a 1-2 punch. I don't know. The 2027 first is gonna be nice, but then you have to wait a whole year. Especially if you're going for a season title now, contending now. Bhayshul Tuten's gonna help you right now. Mekhi Lemon, even if it's Mekhi Lemon, it's Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson. They're all gonna help you right now. Would rather have this side. Bhayshul Tuten, 2 and a 3. I was saying 2 twos. This is a 2 in 3 years. 2026 draft you did not have because this is a 304, so you definitely didn't have this one yet. 2027 draft, 2028 draft. That's 3 drafts away. I'm not waiting 3 drafts away for Bhayshul Tuten. I'd rather just have him produce now. Have someone else trade me a 2027 second. You can give a 2027 second. Come on, or you can give you 2 up this year. Come on, we can work that out of them. 2027 first. T Higgins, Bhayshul Tuten, 203. Devon Achane, Kyle Pitts. I think I would rather have this side. This first is definitely nice. Higgins is going to be putting up points, even though Achane's there. Tuten, Kyle Pitts, super flex, not a tight end premium, 203. I think I'd rather have this first than Achane. Obviously with the T Higgins, Tuten, and all that. But this first, if this is this year first, is a 106 or something, not one of those top picks. Obviously, probably would have made it obvious, and this guy would have declined it. But I think I'd rather have this side. Bhayshul Tuten, 2027-3, 410. T Higgins, give me T Higgins. PPR, super flex, time premium, 10 teams. T Higgins is gonna put up more points. PPR. Luther Burden, Bhayshul Tuten for George Pickens. This is one I had a dilemma on. I stuck here for a minute. Superflex tight end premium, 12 teams, half point PPR. George Pickens has not signed his forgot it again. His franchise tag tender. He has not signed it yet. And I really hate it when players do not sign the tag all the way up until the season starts. The day before the season starts, obviously they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to participate and and get hurt and messes up their money. But they do start off the season slow every single time. Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, name it. You have to take that into account. Obviously, this is Dynasty, so those 2, 3, 4 games don't really matter in the longevity and the long scheme of things. In the grand scheme of things, that's the word, the phrase. But Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, they always start off the season super slow. They have bad three, T. Higgins along with them. They start 0-3. Their actual team starts 0-3, and they have bad 3 games. You got to think about that in like a redraft league setting. It does hurt all the time. That's starting off slow. So I think Luther Burden and Bhayshul Tuten is my pick here. If George Pickens scores 15 points a game, it's just off the top of my head. I don't know how much he scores. And Luther Burden scores 10, 11 points, probably maybe 12 points. Bhayshul Tuten, 10, 11 points. I'd rather have that than these 15 points, if I'm being honest, because then you get a running back as well. Just my opinion there. Wouldn't hate George Pickens, but that's what I like more. Definitely has more value, definitely more point production, probably, eventually. Bhayshul Tuten, Chris Rodriguez, Hunter Henry, George Kittle, Shaheed, Aaron Jones. It looks like this guy's trying to compete, trade his younger guys for contending assets. George Kittle, even if he's ready to start the season, coming off an Achilles, man, that's tough. If anyone can do it, George Kittle, you demand, but tough. Rashid Shaheed, a more better like real life NFL wide receiver rather than a fantasy receiver. Aaron Jones would rather get a better veteran running back than Aaron Jones. Don't love him. My boy Demon Claiborne, I believe, is the one that went over there. He's coming for their necks. He's coming for them. He's gonna take him and Jordan Mason. Take the job. So I'd rather have this side. 27 first and Bhayshul Tuten, Josh Downs, Jalen Coker, 104. I think I'd just rather have this side. I don't really want that 104 for 2027 first. No. First and Tuten for Tucker Kraft. I'd rather have this side. Even if it's a tight end premium, that extra 5.5 points or whatever it is. Tucker Kraft's coming off a major injury, so he's probably gonna have a slow production. Coming back in, and he's probably gonna go later than a 2028 first, even though it's a 3 year from now first. And Tuten, he's probably gonna play poorly. Maybe get 5 points a game. Maybe he can jump on then. Maybe just the 2028 first. This is 3 years from now. You'll always have this first. Come on. Feel like you can buy him less than that. Right here, I was stuck right here, 201 for Bhayshul Tuten. If it's Jonah Coleman or something, I wouldn't hate it. But obviously, if you're competing now, Bhayshul Tuten he's the guy. He's the guy who's gonna get you points. Don't know. Probably Jonah Coleman will get you points here. Don't know. Don't know. But I do like Bhayshul Tuten still, in theory. And they're both young. They're probably, I don't even know, maybe Jonah Coleman might be an older veteran. I don't really remember in my notes. I don't really remember how old Bhayshul Tuten is, if I'm being honest. But this one's pretty even for me. But make me pick a side, I'd probably say Tuten, even though I was saying I'd probably trade him for Jonah Coleman. Jonathan Taylor, Tuten, Marvin Harrison, 102. This is the one I laughed at, but this is what it is. I'd rather have this side. It's probably Fernando Mendoza, Marvin Harrison, Jonathan Taylor, Tuten, Lonnie. Probably take this side. Kyler Murray, Bhayshul Tuten, Javonte, and the 203. Take this side. He's super flex league, 10 teams. Kyler Murray's definitely putting up the points. He's probably going to be an asset next year, probably. Bhayshul Tuten's putting up points. Javonte Williams is probably going to put up more touchdowns and everything. Again, it's with the high-powered offense of the Cowboys, but I do think Kyler Murray just outweighs it on this side. That 203. That's going to be probably a running back. Maybe Antonio Williams. Maybe I can't think. Stribling. One of those receivers or one of those running backs. But I'd rather have Kyler Murray in the Superflex League. Bhayshul Tuten, worthy for Chris Olave. This is my last one. Olave, he's gonna get his, ran out of the building by Jordan Tyson eventually. But you probably need a receiver here since you're giving up Worthy here, as well as Bhayshul Tuten. I guess I'd take Olave. He's still going to put up points, 1 point PPR. The offense should be thriving. So, all right, last guy, RJ Harvey. Harvey, top of my head. He can get a first for it. He can get a first for Harvey. I'd probably kick out and take Jonah Coleman with that first. That's probably what I would do. If you could buy Harvey for the low, if you can scare somebody, Jonah Coleman, give him a late second for Harvey, give him a third, 2 3s. If you could do something like that, I would take Harvey in a heartbeat. He's still going to be the complement back, the secondary back in that 1-2 punch, probably, hopefully, and he should thrive more in that role, more efficient, more PPR catches than last season when he actually had to do a 3-down role. It was not as efficient. He stopped catching out of the backfield because they just wanted to run him with the gut, and that's not what he does. He was not good at that, but he did score more touchdowns that way. He did score more touchdowns. I believe he had 2 different 3-touchdown games, something like that. But that's what I would do. I would trade. I would save. I mean, I would sell Harvey for the high. If somehow you could still trade him, like for this 109, I would definitely trade him for 109. Walk away. Take your money, walk away. I don't really care who's there. Take your money, walk away. Even though he's probably still going to outperform whoever that 109 is. But, you know, he's just a compliment back. You don't really pay that well for a PPR abuser like that. That's not what you do. And then I would sell him. I would buy him anything less. You go, you can give him a 2027 second. I don't want to keep. I'd probably take this side. Travis Hunter. I think he's gonna be something. So it's like 2 seconds for Harvey. I wouldn't hate that to get him. Or well, yeah, 2 seconds for Harvey. Sorry, I was tripping out there. Yeah, I'd probably take this side. Give me that 2027 second. Give me Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter's probably gonna have some decent points. They're probably gonna scheme him a lot every week. He's probably gonna get 3-4 catches, honestly. 3-4 plays ran to him. Probably a lot of red zone stuff too, if I were to guess. That's what I would use him for if I were smart. But don't know. But that second does look nice. And RJ Harvey is one of the losers. One of the losers after the NFL draft. RJ Harvey, Jacoby Myers, Brent Strange, Calvin Ridley, 212, Chase Brown, 3. I mean, these are like, he's a flex. He's RB2 flex, probably a flex now. Brent Strange is pretty good, but just give me Chase Brown. Calvin Ridley is the dead asset. What the heck is this? 20,000 first. AJ Brown. Oh, this is the one I did earlier. Whatever I said earlier, I'm not going to do that again. Probably Justin Jefferson, the 103. That one just looks super familiar from choosing that. RJ Harvey, 2027 second. Caleb Johnson at the 202 to move up. What is that? 3? What is it? 10-team league, super flex, so it's 10. 3, 4, 5 picks. You move up 5 picks with just RJ Harvey. I don't know if I would do that. You give up the 202. So this guy moves 5 picks back. You go with 2028 second. Obviously, Caleb Johnson, whatever asset, but RJ Harvey. That's a lot to move up to the 107, and that's not even a good spot. That's not even a premium spot. That's not like the 105. This is the tier afterwards. So no, would not do that. RJ Harvey 112, 2028 first. Ben Sinnott, probably just take this. The 112 is gonna suck, and people are trying to trade the 112 anyway for 2027 first. I don't know. Go for it. You trade it for a 22A first. I guess that's kind of good. Ben Sinnott. I don't think he's going to be good. It's the Commanders, right? And they got Chig. So you're basically just trading this 112 for that 22A first. You should be able to do that in theory anyway. No need to add on RJ Harvey like that. What did I take this side? Tyler Shuck is Super Flex League. This is a Super Flex League. Harvey, 103. Oof. 101. That's a tough one. Would you rather have Jeremiah Love or Tyler Shuck, RJ Harvey, and the 103? And the 103 could be Fernando Mendoza. This guy knows his league. This person knows their league. They'll know if the 102 is going for Fernando Mendoza or Tate or whatever receiver they want. That's a tough one. I mean, Tyler Shuck could be good. That's a lot to give up in the Superflex League for Jeremiah Love. But would I do it? 2 first. I would say. I think I would do it. I'm not going to think too hard. Tyler Shuck is probably worth a first. 103. I'd honestly be pretty comfortable with the 102 and 103 for the 101. If I'm being honest. Obviously, if you have enough quarterback competency. So this guy probably just has Shuck all riding on his bench. Probably a late round draft pick last year. He's just taking his money and walking away. RJ Harvey already did what he gave you the most of last season. It's probably going to be one of his higher seasons ever. And the 103, I'd probably take Jeremiah Love. RJ Harvey 209, Devontae Adams. Just give me this side. RJ Harvey 209. I'm not playing for no Adams for 1 year, 2 years. Feel like you can get Adams for a third, 2 3s. 209, even though that 209 sucks. I feel like you can just send that 209 straight up for Adams. You don't need to add Harvey. For the 111, we walking away. We taking our money. We walking away. You got RJ Harvey at the 111, 112 last season. You walking away money, re-rolling that. RJ Harvey, 2027 2, 105, 205, Pickens, Scatterbo, 303, 308. Give me Pickens. Give me Pickens, Scatterbo. That's probably going to give you more points than whoever's right here, Makai Lemon. If somehow Fernando Mendoza falls there, because everyone has quarterbacks from slots 1 to 4. Maybe that's what you're playing at. I like George Pickens and Scatterbo more than that. And obviously RJ Harvey, the 3s, blah, blah, blah. RJ Harvey in the 111. I think I said that already, right? 2027 first, RJ Harvey. 2027 second, Bucky Irving. Xavier, give me this side. I don't care about Bucky Irving. He's definitely looking. Kenneth Gainwell's over there. It's not looking good. Not looking good. He gets less and less. He got less efficient last year when he took over the role. He was more efficient the first year when he was in the role behind. I can't think of the guy's name. Rashad White. I think he's just going to be inefficient and have a hell of volume and score touchdowns. And maybe he doesn't even score touchdowns anymore because Kenneth Gainwell is pretty good at that as well. So, and Sean Tucker came back. Sean Tucker was definitely stealing touchdowns as well. That's just a mess of a backfield. I do like Bucky. I do not like Bucky Irving anymore. I'm being honest. It's just too ugly. Sorry, my dog is slurping on water. RJ Harvey, Calvin Austin, 112, 211, 106, Drake London, Jalen Waddle, Tua Tagovailoa. What the heck is this? Give me this. I don't even care. Jalen Waddle, Drake London, 106. Come on, man. Give me this side. And you get Tua? Come on. It's 2 first, but you get Drake London and Waddle? And you get Tua? Give me that side. RJ Harvey, Manungai, 4, Javonte Williams. I can get with Javonte Williams there, obviously, unless you need the depth. Javonte Williams just signed a 2-3-year contract. I believe it's 3. I do like Manungai, but he's still going to be stuck in this 1-2 punch roll with Swift for a minute. Maybe this whole next season still. He'll probably earn a little more run, but they do like Swift. And RJ Harvey obviously is declining in value because Jonah Coleman's going to take his lunch money, but he should still have a role. These guys are good as like flex options, probably, and it's definitely like a running back 2, running back 1 upside. Would take that. Javonte Williams, 111. Give me the 111. Reroll 2 and a 2. Give me RJ Harvey. I'm not, this is what I was saying earlier. If you could buy him for the low, buy him for the low. Malik Willis, RJ Harvey, 107. What is this? 20% first. Chase Brown, Geno Smith. That's super flex, premium. Give me this side. Malik Willis could be good, could be elite. This is the only way that really hurts your trade. 107 is already in that disgusting range. You get a 2027 first year. You get Chase Brown, and you get a competent QB. Competent because look how many weapons they added, man. They want him to succeed. Obviously, he's just going to be a 1 year, probably a bridge. Unless they play into, towards the playoffs. If they get to, pick 14, 15, I think that's right outside the playoffs. Pick 14, 15, right outside the playoffs. Too loud. Face so lagging. 14, 15, that's right outside the playoffs. That might push them out of range of a good QB, so maybe he gets a bridge for another year. I don't freaking know. I would rather just have... I'd rather have that 2027 first. Take Geno Smith. You want to rebuild? Hey, trade Geno Smith away after a few good games. That's cool. That's cool with me. All right, we'll do one more. Whoa. What's up with this one? Oh, so first of all, Sam Darnold, RJ Harvey for James Cook. Give me James Cook. Even without his fullback, give me James Cook. I don't care if I have to give up Sam Darnold. Give me that. RJ Harvey, Brenton Strange. Oh, no, sorry. This is the one I want to look at. Malik Neighbors. I'll do both of them, whatever. Malik Neighbors, RJ Harvey, Tony Pollard, Spears, 101. Really just giving up Malik Neighbors for the 101. I'd rather have this side. I think Malik Neighbors probably goes over Jeremiah Love. Definitely. even after coming off an injury, definitely probably goes before him in a redraft league, or sorry, not redraft, like a startup league, dynasty league, and you get all these, even though these guys are probably suck, trying to get kicked out by Nick Singleton, but you still get this. Probably rather have this side, honestly. This is not bad. 2 trade away for Jeremiah Love, though, if you like Jeremiah Love. If you really just never will have a chance to ever own Jeremiah Love, I mean, I can see it. I can see it happening. RJ Harvey, Brent Strange, last one, 210 for 2027 first, Mike Evans. Give me this. Why would I not take this? And in premium, that's probably why. Brent Strange's probably not even going to be that good. They got too many weapons now. So, yeah, give me this side.
Hey, man, you in the market for a nice young wide receiver? He's pretty elite. I could sell him to you. A.J. Brown. What? A.J. Brown isn't young? You know that guy is 28, right? You know Devontae Smith, the one who's going to take over the Eagles. You know how old he is? 27. They're 1 year apart. My bad, Leonardo DiCaprio. What, he's not on his parents' health insurance anymore? Are you freaking kidding me? That's why you don't want him? He's in the NFL. Why does he even need to be on that? Hella dumb. But anyway, he's going to be hella good. You just got to give me your 105 for him. That's all I really want. 105, who's 105 going to be? Mekhi Lemon? He's going to take... Mekhi Lemon is not even going to take the A.J. Brown role when A.J. Brown leaves to the Patriots. Mekhi Lemon is going to take the Devontae Smith role, and Devontae Smith is going to be the A.J. Brown role. Duh. Mekhi Lemon was a Biletnikoff winner. That's the best wide receiver in college. You know what Devontae Smith was? A Heisman. He's a Heisman. He's going to be Batman. Mekhi Lemon's going to be Robin. Are you kidding me? You don't even need that 105. They drafted Eli Stowers. They're not even gonna pass the ball that much. Are you kidding me? They're just gonna run, and then spread it all out, man. You don't even want that 105. But you do want A.J. Brown. He's gonna be elite on the Patriots. The last time he was with Vrabel, he was 1,000 yards. 1,000 yards. Man, is too easy. The only time he didn't have 1,000 yards, he had 869 yards, and that was 13 games played. He missed 3 games. He was what was that? Quick maths, 131 yards off of 1,000 yard season. Vrabel made him, dog. Are you joking me? He's gonna be even more elite with Vrabel. Take him off my hands. Just want your 105. That's all I want. 2027 first. That's all I want, man. That's all I want. First of all, 28 is not young, dog. I'm 28, dude. My knees be creaking, and I ain't even in the NFL. I'm sure A.J. Brown is feeling a lot worse. You cannot be calling him young. You cannot be calling him elite. A.J. Brown hasn't been elite when... I'm looking at the stats right now. 7 touchdowns the last 3 years. He had 1,400 yards. Second season he was on Philly, and barely 1,079 yards in 2024, 1,003 yards in 2025. That is not elite. Are you joking me? We make fun of Mike Evans for barely hitting 1,000 yards. This guy has 1,003. How come we ain't giving it to him, huh? How come we ain't no pause? How come we ain't giving it to him? What the hell is that, man? This guy is not young, not elite. And you want the 105? I'd rather re-roll and get younger with Mekhi Lemon. He'll be the Robin to the Batman. Hey, Devontae Smith was hella good in that role. Are you joking me? Is that not good? Your argument was hella dumb. You're stupid, dude. And then, what if he does get traded to the Patriots? Is that even better? Stephon Diggs was over there. You see how bad Stephon Diggs was? Patriots just want to win the game, dude. You think AJ Brown's a diva right now? You think him reading books on the sideline is a distraction right now? Imagine in Boston. Dog, he's going to be reading encyclopedias out there. He's going to be reading the dumbest books on the sideline, causing some controversy. You don't think sex therapy, Vrabel, you think that guy's going to fix him? That guy can't even fix himself. His family, he can't fix nothing. He can fix Diana Rossini some, though. Yes or no? And then what if he just doesn't get traded at all and he gets stuck on Philly? Like you're saying, all those weapons, Makai Lemon, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley, Eli Stowers, Dallas Goddard. Think for like 2 seconds, dog. See how many weapons, how many mouths to feed that is? He's trash, dog. And he's old, and he's not elite. The situation sucks. Get over yourself. I am not giving you the 105 for him. Stupid. I'll give you a second, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the real life trades we went through and like my analysis and everything. But you gotta let me know if you agree with them, with all of them, or you let me know if I'm being too biased or made a dumb value take, or I'm just being stupid. Let me know down below. Go ahead and rip me. It's all good. But don't forget your own daily dose of send that trade. Send it. Send it. But that's it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, rebuilds fade, dynasties reign. Call me a lover boy, simp, Libra. It's more than lovesick. I got a favor. Feelings overloading. Not to be a diva. Standing 10 toes down. I'm not gonna leave you.